Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Nick.
I was going to say something. I can't say it now.
I mean, I could always...
Why? But no, that's a perfect thing.
That was something that would have been amazing on the stream. And now the stream's live again. So
I
we're
can
back
say
up.
it again for our fans.
I mean, sure. I mean, out of all the things you said on this podcast, that's when you said, whoa, this is bad. I'm going to draw the line here.
I don't know how
Anal
far...
beads.
When switching from any position to doggy style, do not yell, activate beast mode.
I'm Shannon.
Drake.
Sex joke.
Well, so, on that note,
So I feel the need to talk about the conspiracy theory that we had with downloading Elder Scrolls Online.
yes.
Yes,
It's actually,
It's
I'm pretty
super
sure
funny.
it's true.
It's super.
If this
funny.
is what I think it is, I completely agree.
I don't know if it is something but anyway, so I was downloading Elder Scrolls Online, and for whatever reason, it was only doing like 11 megabytes per second or whatever, and my internet speed's supposed to be much faster than that, and I'm like, seriously, Comcast, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, I get about 25% done or whatever, and I start looking on their website, and I find out Morrowind, of course, is on sale, so I was like, hey, I'll pick up Morrowind. So I went ahead and picked up Morrowind. Right after that, it went up to like 30 megabytes per second.
Yeah.
I was like, what? So apparently I just have to buy stuff to make my internet speed go faster.
Yep.
So I had to laugh. And then I ended up picking up the Imperial upgrade pack so that I could be an Imperial. So I spent more money, and therefore they're like, yeah, we'll let you download faster.
I just want to know how Elder Scrolls I can download that fast, but I can't download anything else that fast. Like, every time I download Elder Scrolls, it's like, 30, 40 megabytes per second. And then, like, my fucking PlayStation 4 Pro sucks ass. I literally went through, what was I downloading the other night? Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was like, oh yeah, like, we're gonna go ahead and download 22 gigs, should be done in about, like, 40 minutes. Oh, okay, sorry, 50 minutes, an hour, 10 hours, 3 days.
Oh my god.
I was like, what the fuck? It was literally downloading, like, it was like, okay, there's 1 megabyte.
Tomorrow we'll give you another one.
There's a megabyte. And then, like, my internet, I ran a speed test, and it was hitting, like, 200 megabits per second.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no reason why I'm not downloading that fast.
Yeah. See, that's the issue I ran into, because I'm like, my internet's a lot faster than that, and I'm not running anything else off of it at this time, so I should be getting a lot higher speed than I was, and I was just, until I bought something, and I was like, shit.
And then all of
I
a
just
sudden,
hate-
they were just like, hey, we like this guy. Let's
Hey,
keep him
this guy's
around.
buying stuff. Crank up that speed.
Let's keep him around.
Make sure he's buying more stuff. And I was like,
He's going to text.
but
No, I'm looking at stuff on Kotaku, trying to find stuff to talk about.
anyway.
I have something to talk about in a moment.
I felt
once
like-
Drake's finished.
Yeah, I felt like I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, that is
Didn't it-
crazy.
Didn't it take, how long did it take to download your update?
I don't know. I thrown through them the whole night, and I paid for 1,000 down, 1,000 up.
Yeah.
And what's weird is that downloading ESL by itself first, it was so slow.
It was
You were just
terrible.
like, fuck it, I'm going to get
and then
another.
I was like, you know what, never mind. I'm just going to buy WoW right now and just kind of have it and split it because it's not even using my speed. That downloaded in 5 minutes, all the way through Legion. And
Well, what I found funny, so, like,
I've never had WoW patch, like, in a day.
yeah, it was like 5. There's no way it took more than 10 minutes to download all of World of Warcraft, all 40 gigs.
God. Yeah, I don't have the option of paying for 1,000. I have 300 or 2,000. That's my only option.
Who offers 2,000?
Comcast.
Comcast offers 2 terabyte.
Really?
Yeah.
It's $300
I was gonna say yes,
Oh, fuck,
$299.99, and I was like, I'm paying $218. I might just drop my TV and pay
You're
another
paying
$70.
$218 for
Well,
that?
because we've got all the channels. And
Oh.
Yeah,
We've got
TV with, like, all the channels plus
Yeah.
TV
I
on,
got
what,
TV
3 TVs?
the old timey rotary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 3 TVs. So 2 TVs.
Oh,
I don't have it in my room because I don't have a coaxial.
gotcha. I thought you guys.
We ran it, and the AT&T room, like, they split me off of another room, and then
That's
when
right.
Comcast set it up, they were like, "Oh, we have to take the splitter out because it was interrupting your signal." And then when they tested my line's dead because it was split.
Yeah.
So I've got no line in my room.
But yeah, I do find it funny. I've been trying to get you to play World of Warcraft, and you're like, no, I don't think I'm ever going to play that.
It's so great.
No. And then we're playing ESO, and he's like, well, I'll just jump on something else while this is downloading. I'm like, all right. And I hear, banana! I'm like, that sounds like World of Warcraft. He's like,
no.
yeah. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
He sent me the code.
Yeah.
And he sent me the code, so I felt like I had to at least try. I didn't want to play the game because I figured like I would get way too into it.
It's so much fun.
So I was just completely avoiding that game, but I felt obligated. He paid money and sent me it.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah. It's a fun game. I like World of Warcraft. I like a lot of the stuff they're coming out with soon. I say soon. It's estimated.
Battle for Azeroth?
Battle for Azeroth is the next expansion, and then they also have World of Warcraft Classic coming out, which I've already had this discussion with somebody else, but like with World of Warcraft Classic, if they do World of Warcraft Classic and then regular World of Warcraft, and for $15 you get both, I'm down.
There's no way
if I have to pay 15 and 15, so if I have to pay $30 a month to pay that, nah, fuck it.
There's no way they would do that.
But I mean, I'm currently subscribed to World of Warcraft, so like if I get Classic along with my regular base subscription, that'd be all over that, 100% all over that.
What? I was going to say something. I don't remember what it was. No! I was going to say, as fucked up as it is, did you guys hear about the swatting incident that happened?
That's one thing I was going to talk about. Yeah, we were kind of discussing that already.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear what started it?
Match in Call of Duty.
So, yeah, but did you hear what started it?
Mm-mm.
So, okay. For people that don't understand what we're talking about, there was another swatting incident where 2 people got into a fight on Call of Duty. One of the guys called the police and said that there was a hostage situation going on. He was like, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
There is no false. I've read the police report. They went through and said that he was in his house and that he already killed one person. He was going to light his house on fire and burn everybody down and kill everybody. Police showed up at the guy's door, knocked on the door. Innocent other bystander opens the door, and police sit there and tell him to go through and put his hands in the air. He made a small motion. They thought he was reaching for a gun, so they shot and killed him. Guy was completely innocent, didn't have a gun on him anyway. But the entire thing that started it was a bet on Call of Duty where one of the guys beat the other guy, and then this guy refused to pay the $2 that they bet over.
Mm-hmm. It was over a $2.
He lost a bet for $2 and was like, I'm not paying you, fuck you. And this guy swatted him.
He hired somebody to swat him.
Okay, my bad.
So he actually paid another guy $200 to swat him.
I'm not paying you $2, but let me pay $200.
No, this is the guy that was supposed to be receiving the $2.
Oh, okay.
He was like, I didn't get my $2. I'm going to pay $200 apparently to swat this guy.
Yeah.
And then now he's in jail because they found him.
Yeah.
Well, damn right he should be.
Oh, I completely agree.
Yeah.
It's
And the guy he
fucked up.
hired to swat the other guy is a guy that's known for swatting, which is why he hired him to do it. And that guy came out stating, well, it's not my fault because I'm not a SWAT team member. That's not my occupation. I'm not a stupid cop. I didn't fire a gun. I didn't pull a trigger. I didn't kill anybody. So I'm
Yeah, but you also went through and reported a false thing to the police.
Right.
Yes.
So at the absolute least, you're getting put away for that.
Right.
You may not get put away for murder necessarily, which they may do.
I was going to say, yeah, they may well try to link that. And
They
be
might,
like,
but my
you-
point is, even if they don't, you still have falsifying a report to the police.
Right. And actually, as
It's
of
already
12
a-
hours ago exactly, like literally, it's 10:53. As of 10:49 a.m., they confirmed that the 25-year-old has been arrested in connection with the swatting incident. So he is in prison now. But
Sorry, the guy that hired the other person or the person who
Was
actually
hired.
The person who hired.
Okay. So he's actually in custody then.
Correct.
Okay. I get you. Yeah. Wonder what they're going to do with that SWAT officer, because that would be...
I mean,
It's
don't get me
always-
wrong, it's a terrible situation all
On
around.
technicality, he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, I was going to
But
say...
yeah, he's. I mean,
He has no information to work off of. He thinks
Outside
he's going
of-
he
to
sees
do it.
somebody reaching for that's
Yeah. I
yeah.
was going to say, it's just one of those things, you know. of
That's what
course,
my parents
when
were always
people
like, if a cop knocks on your door and tells you to put your hands up, you drop to the fucking ground.
Yeah.
get- Yeah, you follow directions.
You put your hands up, follow directions. When they start interrogating you, I want to see a lawyer because
Yeah,
I'm
no,
a terrible person about like, what did this and this and this and this, and then I start talking about this and then pissing people off. So
yeah. Well, also, if you say, I want to see a lawyer, they can't talk to you any further.
right.
If you say, I'm, I am choosing to remain silent, that's a different one, because they can come back to you later. But if you tell them, I'm going to talk to a lawyer, then they can't question you any further until a lawyer arrives. So that's
Oh,
the smarter way to go.
All I know is on a much happier note. What's everybody been playing this week?
So ESO.
A lot of ESO.
Yeah. And Skyrim, of
A
course.
lot of ESO.
Skyrim and ESO.
Yeah.
So I'm a goof, though, and totally didn't pay attention to which faction I put my Imperial in.
Uh-oh.
So I'm actually... Which, I mean, you can play all the factions, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But my starting area was totally different from the one that Shannon and
Because
everyone else has.
We're Ebonheart packs.
Yeah.
He's Daggerfall Covenant. Which I will say.
Wasn't paying attention.
I will
Totally
say.
Yeah.
I will say. Daggerfall Covenant is a hell of a lot better than Aldemiri Dominion. I mean, you're not a Nazi. You're just a merchant.
Yay!
Basically.
Capitalism!
We're slaves breaking out, and you're a merchant.
Capitalism!
Yeah.
Who were the slavers? Was that Elderberry? I said, who were the slavers?
Yeah, the
Aldemiri.
basically the High Elves used the.
I remember the lore, I just couldn't remember
Yeah.
who's on what.
Yeah, so that's why you got the High Elves, the Wood Elves, and the
Here's the first welcome thing.
High Elves, Wood Elves, and Argonians. Because Argonians are still slaves, right?
Yes.
Argonians
Yeah, I believe so.
Argonians are Aldemiri. Okay, but yeah.
No, Argonians are with us.
Okay, so they split off. So then, who's the other? So it's the
Khajiit.
Khajiit with the
I thought they were
Aldemiri Dominion.
Aldemiri. Yeah,
That makes sense.
I thought.
Really?
no.
They're not merchants?
Yeah, those are.
I think they're
I think
in with the Daggerfall Covenant.
Yeah, I thought they were.
Oh, I know.
How about I
Part
look
of
this
us,
up?
So I don't like them.
Yeah. So. Thanks.
Sorry, I gotta say on Skyrim, because I'm an Imperial, I sided with the Imperials, so.
I mean, it's
Imperials
fine.
go.
I decided. I don't know, I'm not a fan of Ulfric. I think Ulfric's kind of a dick.
Aldemiri Dominion is Khajiit. Ulfric is a bit of a dick, but he's a dick I can get behind.
Bitch!
Yeah, so Ebonheart Pact is Argonian, Dunmer, and Nord. Aldemiri is Altmer, Bosmer, Khajiit, so High Elf, Wood Elf, and Khajiit. And then Daggerfall Covenant is Breton, Orc, and Redguard.
And then, of course, Imperial can be wherever.
Yeah, Imperials, whatever.
I still just love the old meme with that tiger at the, or the lion at the, zoo.
Oh,
Up on the fence, and he's like this, and there's two people behind him, and he's like, Khajiit has stolen nothing!
Oh, by the way, I made a Khajiit, and his name is Leon the Liar, because I couldn't get Leo the Liar, because I wanted to make fun of Mike the Liar, because I love finding him. Well, I guess not make fun of. I wanted to play off of that, because
Yeah.
I enjoy...
Pay homage.
Yeah, I enjoy finding Mike in random places in Skyrim, for whatever reason. I think it's enjoyable. I'm just like, hey, you're right here. What are you doing here? But I still am an Imperial on Skyrim. And
I love Elder Scrolls.
I just... I don't know, Ulfric just seems like a dick to me. The way that he runs Windhelm, it's like, really, man? You put Dark Elves in a whole different little place.
Yeah, we're not treated fairly.
Yeah, it's like,
Separate but equal.
not even equal, not even like hidden equal. It's just like, you fucking suck, you go in the Grey Quarter. So I get frustrated. I don't like Ulfric.
All I know is I played Morrowind, and I was like, oh, Dark Elves are like the coolest people in the world. And then I started playing all the other Elder Scrolls games, I'm like, no one likes us.
Yeah, everybody's racist against Dark Elves. Nobody likes the Dunmer.
Yeah, apparently not. But it's totally my favorite thing to just pick up Ulfric's body and like carry it around the middle of the middle Great Hall in Windhelm, and then just drop it random places. And then my favorite was when Yarlith, I think is how you pronounce his name. Anyway, Ulfric's, yeah, Ulfric's like.
Oh, number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally just like picked him up and moved Ulfric and dropped him, and then he goes, "Hey, stop doing that!" And I was like, "No,
No, not gonna happen.
no, I'm gonna put him right on the table for you right now. Here you go." And I love stealing his outfit. And my favorite thing is at the very end, when you actually take over Windhelm and you kill Ulfric, I put on all his clothes and then I walk out there, so that while they're making the big speech, I'm dressed as Ulfric. I'm just like.
Speaking of clothes, this episode of the show.
No sponsors.
Just joking.
Aww.
No.
Oh my god. Have you listened to the Rooster Teeth podcast this week? I think it
Not
was
this week, no.
I think it was this week. It was something to the effect of they were talking about somebody shitting their pants or something like that. He was like, "Speaking of shit in your underwear, MeUndies."
Oh my god.
Or something like that. It was something like that.
That's hilarious.
I was dying.
Oh god.
That's amazing. No, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Elder Scrolls Online because the
Such a great game.
the New Day Festival, or not New Day Festival, the Christmas New Life Festival is still going on right now. Increased experience.
Yeah, I really wish it wasn't every 2 hours. I feel like it should be like a 12-hour or even a day thing.
Right.
Just, like for the XP boost. It's just kind of annoying. I forget about it, and then I'm like, fuck, I'm missing experience that I could be having simply because I forgot to.
That's why it's one of those things. There's no negative to doing it early, so that's why I usually do it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've still got 40 minutes. I'll go ahead and drink it now
Yeah, see.
because I know I'm not going to remember in 40 minutes.
Yeah. And I forget to do that even like when I've got an hour left. I'm just like, doo-doo-doo, and I'm running around doing quests or whatever.
And then you turn in like a huge quest that's supposed to be like the big finale for like a 3-quest chain, and then you're like, I only got 2,000 experience for that. Fuck.
Yep. And then I have one of those moments, and I'm like, damn it.
I just remember when the game first started, the very first day it came out, I was so excited to play it. And then you're sitting in like Cold Harbor, and you'd like kill somebody. It was like, oh, you got 1 experience and 1 gold. It was so broken at first.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
It was like, oh, you want to buy a horse? That's 10,000 gold. But like, here's 1 because you killed an enemy.
But I got a horse for free because I got
that was the thing. We all got the.
It cost 1 gold to buy the horse.
Yeah, that pissed everybody off because we were like, we got the Imperial Edition. Everyone,
but I mean, like,
shouldn't have to buy it. And there was another EA thing.
Well, also back in the olden days of ESO, they had different soul gems. So like you had like soul gem, and then like what are the different grand soul gem, or like regular soul gem, greater soul gem,
petty, lesser,
grand,
soul, and then
greater,
grand.
Yeah. So like they have each of those where it's like, oh, if you're wanting to resurrect yourself. Like here, you have to have this one because it's designed for your level, and so on and so forth. My bank's actually full of different variant because they got rid of all those and switched them out to
just regular.
All soul gems are now just soul gems. But then you have people like me who now have 160 soul gems sitting in their bank, just like, I can't die.
He was throwing himself off the cliff because it was faster than walking around just rezzing himself.
Oh my god.
But earlier in the day we were running the dolmens, and I got like 20 soul gems, and then later in the game I used 20 soul gems getting around, so I still only break even.
Wow.
I need to go do some dolmens actually.
No, what we need to do is kill those world bosses because they drop some good stuff.
Fucking A. I got a badass fucking helmet. Oh my god. I don't even wear heavy armor.
It took me like 10 minutes of running around in a circle trying to not die.
Basically what it amounts to is I am like close melee DPS and he's ranged DPS. So he pulls it and then like it starts coming after him. So he walks around backwards in a circle while I come up behind and attack.
Keep shaking.
And
so what you mean is you need me because I'm a tank.
Basically.
Because it would like the world bosses would like almost one hit you with their like.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like I'm level fucking
46 now?
46, 47, and I'm getting one hit from these bosses, just dead.
Well, I'm gonna get fucked by him.
And then one guy joined in, and he's like, I'm Billy Badass. Boom, boom, boom. And he's like level 720 or something, because he's got like the champion points and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then the boss turns around and goes, boom, he goes, boom, boom, and in 3 hits, he's down. I'm like, if he's level 720 and he's getting 3 hit by this fucking what? Okay, what are we gonna do?
Even with the tank,
but
then
yeah,
it scales to your level, but
yeah, it's oh god, it's so fun though.
Yeah, because I'm a tank build at the moment. So
yeah,
I'm working on getting.
Well, I mean, you've also got a shit ton of heavy armor that's gonna do a lot of damage mitigation, but
it's all about 19,000 health when I have 20,000 health.
Yeah, right.
Survive it. Punch in the face.
Well, Imperials are actually one of their abilities is sword and shield.
True.
So that was part of the reason that I chose that particular race, because I wanted to run sword and shield. So
yeah.
Can I just hit black, white, black, 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 A?
No. Doesn't work in this game.
Does anybody else remember that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you guys ever play Morrowind on the original Xbox?
There's the cheat code to regen your health.
I never used that.
I used it all the time because I'd be like running around and I'd like get into a fight. Because I'd pick fights with guards, and in that game, like guards were fucking indestructible.
But like, what's cool is like the way that cheat code is. It's like black, white, black, 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 and then you hold A, and then it fills it, and that's that. Like that's the end of the cheat code. Then you get damage, and then you pause the game, go back in, black, white, black, 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 hold A. But we found out if you do black, white, black, 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 hold A, and then while you're holding A, hit B to back out.
Yep.
Whenever you get attacked, it goes.
Yeah.
so like we would get attacked. It's like.
But I still went through one time, and I would still like get killed.
Oh yeah, well because I mean when they one hit you, it's
yeah.
Did you ever?
Doesn't really help against that.
I can't remember how to do it exactly, but did you ever like get all the skooma? And it was a potion of levitation. There was like certain combination of potions that you drank and stuff, and then you would just jump, and then you would just fly to the other side of the game.
Well, they did that. I don't remember if it was supposed. Was it actually supposed to be in the game?
What?
There's a point where when you
Oblivion.
Nice.
So I never got to experience Morrowind.
See, I love Morrowind, and then the first time I played Oblivion was at a friend's house. Oh, I will never forget that experience. It was so great.
Wait, which one? At a friend's house?
Oblivion. I played for the first time at Cody Kitsko's house.
I gotcha.
And I was just like, so much fun.
Yeah, the first one I started with was Oblivion, and I made a Khajiit in heavy armor because I didn't get into the fact that different races had different abilities.
Yeah.
So I maxed out my Khajiit in heavy armor and one-handed sword and shield, and
But see, that's what I like about the Elder Scrolls games is, yes, there are like, these kind of races do this, and these kind of classes do this. But really, when you pick your race, it's just, I like the look and aesthetic of these, and then like you pick your class, and that's kind of more just like a starting recommendation on stats.
Yeah.
But like you can literally do you can be a heavy armor fucking mage with staff, and like it still works well. Like it goes completely against everything that you really should be doing.
Oh yeah.
But you can easily do it. Like I don't know, that's it's you can literally do anything in those games, and it's the best thing.
Oh yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It was challenging initially.
Harder to play on the higher level difficulties.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, for the normal or whatever it was that I was playing on, it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But I had a hell of a time. I enjoyed it. Although I had to do the duplication glitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I just did that all the time. And then I had 1,001 potions or whatever.
Yeah.
I did it so bad in, was it Oblivion or Skyrim? Which one was it where when you duped you had to use a bow and arrow?
It was Oblivion.
Okay, so in Oblivion I went through and I duped some lockpicks, but I duped so many that it literally broke the game. Like, I maxed out the RAM of the thing.
Yeah.
But I couldn't enter one of the shops. Like, I was able to, like, barely get out of the shop, but it was just like, I'd be going and it was just like...
I did that with Daedric swords.
And I, like, got to the door and was like, I'm never going to that shop again.
Do you know the little eye? It's like, I think it's a quest item or something. It made like a weird sound. It was like, I think
so.
It was like a snow globe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I accidentally duped 1,001 of those.
Oh my God.
I was trying to do it with it was like a potion or something, and I accidentally did that, and they just all shot out, and you just hear, and he just like started freaking out. I was in the shop, and it was just like snow globe looking things, and eyes.
Oh
and
my God.
Everywhere.
That's amazing.
It was just awful. It was like what he was like describing. It was like 1 frame per second. I was just like, I just turned it off. I need to fix this. And seriously, because it made me like this sound, but if 1,000 of them going off at the same time, I was like,
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
I did it with Daedric swords actually, and then
Everybody has that one bad dupe story of like, I shouldn't have done this.
Yeah, I did it with Daedric swords and skulls. I got mad at one of the shopkeepers and I said, "Fuck your shop," and put a whole bunch of skulls just everywhere. And I'm like, "I'm never going in your shop. Bye."
That works.
So I literally just duplicated 1,000 skulls just everywhere.
Very nice.
And the Daedric swords, I found out. So I maxed out the amount that you could get from one of the shopkeepers. You know how you sell one thing and that's all they can take?
Yeah.
So I knew what their limit was, and I knew the Daedric sword was right at that limit. So I'd literally just go out, pick one up, go back in, sell it, go out, go pick back up, and sell it. Because, of course, they're not like Skyrim, so they reset every time you talk to them. So I literally just got
that's one thing. So like in
that was one thing I was sad they ended up fixing.
In Morrowind, they reset every 24 hours. So in Morrowind, there was one place I would go, and he had the most money because he was a merchant with like 10,000 gold. But like I had stuff that
it was in Balmora, wasn't it?
No, it was a wandering merchant. It was the mud crab merchant.
Oh, okay.
So like it was like a little Easter egg that was in the game where like it was a mud crab, and it would literally be a mud crab, but instead of you like walking up and attacking it, you could walk up and just select A, and it's just like, hey, I'm a mud crab, but like I'm a talking mud crab. I guess I got some stuff if you want to buy it. And then you talk to him as a merchant.
Oh, is he the richest person?
Yeah, he's got
had a monocle.
he's got like 10,000 gold.
I say.
And when you like trading stuff with him, it was like oh, he's got 10,000 gold, but like this thing is really expensive. So we got to the point where like people online were like, oh yeah, what you need to do is just go through and like basically sell him something, and then like go back the next day, buy that thing. So that way it'll give him up to like say if it was like a $5,000 or 5,000 gold item.
Oh yeah.
Then the next day you would go buy it from him. That would give him 15,000 gold to spend. Sell him the 15,000 thing, get your money back, and then go back later to resell whatever.
Gotcha.
I was like, oh, I didn't even think of doing shit like that. But then like going through it's so easy to get
put into like
money on
out
shit.
Things like that.
I know, right?
I'm not smart enough to do this.
See, that's something that I'm having trouble with in Skyrim now because I enchant just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after, quick spoiler alert thing for if you haven't
at
played.
least 2 weeks old, I'm sure.
Yes.
For Skyrim?
I think so.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, if you haven't played Dawnguard,
I actually have not done Dawnguard.
Okay.
I haven't either, but I am totally prepared. If I haven't played it at this point, that's my fault.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For quick spoiler for Dawnguard, everyone cool with that? Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it's not really a real spoiler, but I'm going to anyway. But anyway, you go into the Soul Cairn, and basically you can get soul gems, and any empty soul gems you have, you go up to these fissures in there.
Oh yeah.
And essentially you can refill your soul gems. So I take a whole bunch of empty ones, I go and find all these in the Soul Cairn and come back into Skyrim. And then I just go and enchant a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So, because I can get all these basically infinite number of soul gems, I enchant everything. And my level's going very high, but with that, it makes all the other things that I'm enchanting expensive. So, I walk up to people and I'm like, oh, I want to sell you. Well, you only have 1,000 gold. What do I want to buy from you so that I can fucking sell this thing?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm running into this with Skyrim where literally they don't have enough money to even take any of the items that I have.
Oh, they can take your items. They just aren't
which I mean, it doesn't really matter because I mean, I have a ridiculous amount of money in Skyrim anyway. I have over 100,000 gold and I mean, nothing to spend it on. So
yeah.
I mean, it's just like, it doesn't even matter. But at the same time, it's like, I fucking enchanted this. I want you to take it for the price that it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just end up hoarding a whole bunch of stuff worth a lot because I get mad because I don't want to sell it for cheap.
I will say that is one thing I did kind of like with Oblivion was the little mini game with the bartering system.
Yeah.
Where, like, you could talk to somebody and then, like, give them gifts and then, like, talk to them and ask them about their day, which makes them feel better towards you, so they give you better deals and stuff like that. I was like, that's kind of cool. Kind of wish they would have done it in any of the other Elder Scrolls games. But
a really weird thing, too, that I liked, that this may seem really small, really insignificant, and you probably won't, well, you'll remember if you played Oblivion, obviously. But when you would walk up to people, instead of it just being, like, that's just a chat box coming up, be like, oh, let me select your thing. When you would talk to somebody, it would kind of be like, it was like,
it would like zoom on your face.
It would be like, hey, look at that person. And it's like, yeah, we're focused on this guy, not just standing in the same spot, but just have words pop up on the screen.
Buy Azura, buy Azura, buh Azura. It's the grand champion. Sorry, that's the first thing that I thought of when you said it zooms it on their face, because that's just...
Yeah. All I know is there's times that does not work in Fallout. Like, the exact same thing. Where it'll be like, oh, hey, let's Fallout 4, it'll be like, I'm going to talk to this person. Like, the camera goes to do, like, I'm going to zoom in on them, and it does, like, a little kind of cutscene, and you can, like, pick your dialogue and shit. And it's, like, fucking right on top of their face, and it's, like, right here, the whole face is just the screen.
Hi!
And it's like, how's it going? Hi, what do you want to say to me? And I'm just like...
Yeah, no, I kind of like that sometimes, but I did get annoyed when I was trying to run by somebody, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, I'm over here. You're just like... What the fuck do you want? I didn't even talk to you.
I'm fucking
It would become annoying when guards did it.
Yeah.
Like, stop!
Yeah, I was just
and
like,
really?
I will say that's one thing I like with ESO. It's like, halt! Like you bring your hands up immediately.
Yeah, it forces you to stop.
No Trayvon Martin in this game.
Dude, I was playing last night, and we were walking out of... I don't remember where it was. And I was trying to get to the thing because I got caught stealing, so I was trying to get through. And this guard comes up and he goes, "Hey, if you don't mind, can you stop moving? Like you've got a little bit of a bounty. Do you mind paying that?" And I was like, die! And I went, flee! And I took off running, and he goes, oh no, don't kill me! I don't want to die today! And he runs away, and then all these guards come around the corner coming for me, and I'm like, oh shit! So I just book it. But like, the guy was just like, hey, I don't want to inconvenience you, but do you mind paying your bounty? It was so great.
Criminal.
Yeah, literally, he just walked up. He's like, "Oh, hey, so I'm a guard, and you got a bounty." And I was like, "You're a guard." Yeah, I see you're in a uniform, but are you sure?
You don't seem to be acting like it.
You don't seem too sure you're a guard.
All I know is I went through and was so excited. So this is how ESO went for us. We bought it on PC. And then it came out on Xbox, and I bought it on Xbox. And Nick was like, I'll buy it on Xbox. So we play on Xbox. And then time goes by. And then we were like, hey, let's pick it back up. So we start playing on Xbox. And then Nick's like, I've got some friends that are playing on PS4. So why don't we play on PS4? And I was like, okay, I'll buy it on PS4. So I bought it on PS4. And then Nick's like, yo, I've got some friends that are playing on Xbox again. So let's go back to Xbox. So I was like, okay, I'll go back to Xbox. And then I maxed out my fucking alchemy. And then now Nick's like, hey, so I got some friends playing on PC again. And I'm like, I don't fucking have anything on PC anymore because I fucking put all my time into Xbox. So now I'm on level 3.
Just do some Dolmen runs with it. You'll level up real fast, especially for the next 3 days.
Yeah, I know. What are we doing after the podcast?
I'm probably jumping on Elder Scrolls Online, to be brutally honest.
Well, there we go. I'm in fucking Vardenfell, so...
Oh my god.
I'm going to finish the starting area.
You know, so something that I really wish that they did with Skyrim, and I'm not sure how they do it in ESO yet, just because I don't recall, but one thing about Oblivion that I really liked was once you actually beat the game, people talk to you differently.
Yes.
So, one of the things that I always get frustrated with Skyrim is I'll kill Alduin, and then I'll walk up and be like, I'm the hero. And then I walk up to a guard, and they're like, what, someone stole your sweet roll? And I'm like,
I fucking slayed a dragon, bitch.
Yeah, I will destroy you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like I did notice like in some spots, like in
Speaking of Elden,
yeah,
He's somewhere. There he is.
was it
that's so bad. I need to buy that.
was it Glenumbra where we saved the king?
Yeah, I will say.
And then so like now like as I'm walking through like in Glenumbra and stuff like that, and I talk to people and they're like, "Oh, you're the one that saved the king," and I'm like, "Yes, I did."
Yes, I did.
Yeah, see that old.
I had a couple other people with me, but yeah, you can praise me. It's fine.
Oh, notice.
I soloed that.
Yeah, see that kind of integration is what I really missed out of Skyrim.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Oh yeah, well because it increases the immersion by a lot.
Yeah, and that was something like even in Dawnguard, like if also I can do spoiler alert for that too. So I
thought the other spoiler alert was also for Dawnguard.
It is.
So
yeah, I'm going, but this is later.
Well, true.
Dawnguard. So
More soul gems.
more soul gems, yeah. Actually, you can get black soul gems in there too, which is pretty sweet. So
Are they larger?
Maybe.
Do they fill up faster?
Maybe.
Anyway.
So anyway, I killed Harkin, who is the vampire lord of the castle.
Yeah.
And so they're still talking about politics of the frickin' castle, and I'm like, what politics?
The guy you're talking about dead.
Yeah, I already killed the dude, and these two other people.
Killed the dude?
Yeah, I killed the dude. So I already killed Harkin.
Dude
Like,
abides.
these other two.
What?
Dude abides.
The dude abides.
Yeah, these other two guys that are fighting between power. If I killed Harkin and they can't kill him, they can't kill me. So I'm like, really? And then I walk past one of the guys and he's always like, don't get in my way and it won't rip your arms off. And I'm just like,
Bitch, who you talking to?
I'm gonna destroy it. I'll destroy you too. If the game would let me.
Right.
Seriously, that is one thing that I'm like, there's certain characters that they say things like that and I'm like, die. I hit them one time and they go down on their knee and I'm like, I wish I could fucking kill you.
I miss the good old days when you could kill everybody in the game.
See, that's what I really...
Because Morrowind, I loved. What's his name? Cassius?
It's
Cassius sounds. That's ringing a bell somewhere.
he's in Balmora.
There's a guy. So the whole point of Morrowind is because you were saying you hadn't played it.
Yeah.
You literally start off. You're on a ship and you're being released from prison.
Okay.
So you're literally.
Very much like the opening to Morrowind.
Yeah.
Surprise!
But you're being released from prison and you're being told. Well, in Morrowind, at least you're a slave.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, you're on a ship and then your ship crashes and you get caught by slavers. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
But this is you're a prisoner.
typical
You're
Elder
being
Scroll, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're being
you start off as a
released.
prisoner.
They go through. They walk you through. They're telling you, okay, you're pretty much out on parole. Here, sign your paperwork.
That's right, yeah, because you go into the office, because I played the very beginning but didn't
Yeah.
get very far.
Well, then they tell you, okay, now you got to go to this city and find this guy. He's pretty much your parole officer. He's going to be in charge of you from now on.
Caius Casadas.
Caius. So you got to go meet Caius.
He's the leader of the Blades, I believe.
One time I went through and was like, fuck this, I'm going to fucking kill this guy just because I can. So I fucking killed him, and it pops up this giant dialogue box that's like, due to the fact that Caius is now dead, you cannot complete the game. Like, certain missions can't be completed. And I was just like, whoops. But they didn't do the whole, like, oh, now they're down and, like,
Yeah.
they're incapacitated.
It was just like, just a heads up that that's your
They
only
should-
contact to the Blades.
Yeah, that's
But
what it was.
that's what I like with,
the Blade
They
storyline
should
at all.
just have it to where it doesn't kill them immediately, it downs them, and then you can walk up over to them. It's like, if you kill them, you can't do this. And you just select yes or no, and you just go, and you just lop their head off.
Right.
See,
And
that's
it's
what I would
"No,
like.
I don't care. I don't do it
What
anyway."
was the game where whenever you kill people, they get replaced by like next of kin?
I don't know, but that sounds intricate.
It was like every person can die, but
Oh, I don't
if
know.
you do that, is it Fallout?
I don't think so.
Is it Fallout? I don't.
Fallout 3.
Because it was something where Bethesda was working on a game and
Break!
and no, it was with Oblivion, because they didn't like the fact that in Morrowind, if you killed somebody, it would cut off quests, so they made it to where you couldn't kill certain
it's
people.
newer than Morrowind.
Well, no, it's newer than Oblivion. Because in Oblivion, people didn't like the fact that you couldn't kill everybody. So what they did was, so what they did was they made it to where you could literally kill anybody, but if they were like a main key player, whatever quest line that they had, their next of kin would then take over. So like,
Would that have been Fallout 3?
Fallout 3 or maybe New
Fallout
Vegas?
3, I can tell you that.
I want to say it's pretty sure it was Fallout 4.
Can everyone die in Fallout 4?
Typing in video game killed characters next of kin does not bring up anything. It's brought up Walking Dead.
4. I remember killing pretty much everybody. I don't know.
Well, I was going to say, there were certain characters you couldn't kill, though.
No, I feel like there were ones...
Because I tried to kill the mayor of Diamond City. Because I got pissed.
Dude, he's a prick.
Yeah, that's why I tried to kill him.
Anyway.
That's why I tried to kill him, and then he couldn't die. And I was like, well, that's annoying. I want to become mayor of Diamond City. You ever wonder about that in games? Like, why can't I just kill this person I'm working for and just take over their spot?
Right.
That's what Morrowind was.
And that's kind of what... But anyway, some of the people that I wish I could kill in Skyrim, I get so annoyed. Especially, like, to be honest, since, again, I chose the Imperials, and they're like... Or, the Empire. When I finished that quest line, they were like, yeah, just go take out all the Stormcloak camps. And I'm like, sure, I'll do that. So I went to go do that, and then I can't kill any of the bosses in there.
Nick, it may be Fallout 3.
Yeah, because I was going to say Fallout 4.
Because, no, I just remember, if you kill the sheriff, or the sheriff gets killed, his son takes over.
That is it, yeah.
I just remember that.
Yeah, maybe it is Fallout 3. I could have sworn it was after Oblivion, though.
It's only at a certain point. Well, the Fallout 3 is after.
Yeah, Fallout 3 is after Oblivion.
Oblivion was 2005. Fallout 3 was 2008.
Well, then, yeah, it's probably Fallout 3 then.
But yeah, because if the sheriff gets killed, his son takes over and is like, yeah, I'm going to do something about, like, I'm going to do what my dad, my dad stood for these morals, and I'm going to uphold...
The only person you can't kill was, the only person that doesn't die if you set off the bomb is Moira Brown, because she turns into a spoiler alert. She turns it...
Spoiler alert on a 12-year-old game!
God,
can you believe that game is fucking 10 years old now?
Jesus.
It is such a great game, still to this day.
It was a damn good game. Actually, that's my Vault 101 bobblehead that I got with the collector's edition.
First-person shooting mechanics, though.
Thanks to Nick, I have one now, too.
Something first-person shooting mechanics, though.
Yeah. The first person was pretty... Nah. Don't get me...
had to use VATS.
I was going to say, don't get me wrong.
Or just hit fire.
Don't get me wrong. I used VATS more often than not. But...
I understand how much of a fucking...
The third person in that game is just hilarious. Like, the third person movement in that game just is hilarious. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love... They've gotten much better. Like in Fallout 4, it's much better.
So much better.
ESO is amazing with third person, but like
I still just love
Oblivion and Fallout 3 are just laughably terrible in third person.
I still just love the train. That's the best part of the third person in Fallout 3. We've talked about this on the podcast before, but so in when you go to the pit in Fallout 3.
Oh, the DLC?
Yeah.
I've not put the DLC.
Well, when you go to the pit, you go through and it does this little cutscene where you enter this subway train and then you ride the subway to the pit. Well, they went through and were like, okay, we don't have the funds to go through and build a subway train and have it ride along this cart. So what they do is when you enter the subway, it goes into where your character equips a helmet that makes it look like you're in a train. And your character just runs to the pit
really fast.
So literally,
I've heard about that. Yep.
Literally, your character's just running through the wasteland with a train on their head. Hold on 1 second. We're actually gonna pull up a picture.
I think we broke Shannon.
Train hat.
Oh, how great would it be if they had that in one of the other Fallouts, just where you could get a train hat.
So that's... you literally equip a train hat. And you run... I know you've seen it, but if you want to see it again, but you literally just run through the wasteland. Yeah, and they literally... Movement speeds increase by 1,000, so you guys just...
Chuck it along!
Go back! Woo woo! Lay down the track! Woo woo! That's my little shout out to Boogie this week.
That's funny.
How's our time?
We are at 46 minutes.
Oh, we got plenty.
Yeah. Definitely think I'm looking forward to the next Elder Scrolls for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, Skyrim on a fridge?
You lost me. Hang on, what?
So they went through and were making comments about how, like, it's like what people want, and it was like Elder Scrolls 6, what Bethesda gives us in 2020. Now you can play Skyrim on your fridge.
Yay!
Don't get me wrong, I'd still buy the shit.
Oh, I fucking would. Every time I go and try and get a drink, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go through, rob this guy, rob this guy, rob this guy. My drink's overflowing.
They didn't have Fallout Shelter on your fridge.
Oh my god! That is the greatest fucking idea ever!
You can just check on it every time you go to the fridge. You're like, oh, I have this quest.
I fucking don't ever play it because of the fact that I always forget about it, but if I have it on my fridge when I'm getting a drink, that is brilliant! This is $1 million idea!
That'd be hilarious.
And if you complete the quest, it just dispenses your Nuka-Cola out of it.
My thing is,
I wanted
with ESO
so bad from Target when they had it.
With ESO, I want to beat the main quest right now because I finally have a house that is worthy of the Molag Bal statue.
Yeah.
So I want to beat the quest so I can get the statue and place it in my house and just be like
the smallest of houses.
No, you cannot.
I was going to say
because
it's like, here's this little house and a giant fucking statue.
Well, no, it's one of those things where it's like each house, depending on which house you get, is like you can have X amount of these size items, X amount of these size items, so on and so forth.
Just being a smart ass,
right? But I did put on Xbox, not on PC, but I have a giant mural that takes up like half of my one room apartment on my wall. Like where you walk in and it's like it's like literally like murals in your field of view because it's sticking out so far from the wall. And it's just huge fucking tapestry mural thing.
Speaking of murals, that reminds me of Muriel, which reminded me of holy shit. I read the creepiest fan theory about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That they died at the end of season 1?
Yes! Yeah. Have you guys read that?
I have not, but I need to read this.
So, at the end of season 1, Muriel and Eustace both wind up dead, and Courage goes through...
Because they thought the show was going to get canceled, so they only did one season and killed everybody off.
But at the end of... Again, kid show.
Right. At
the end of the season, though, Courage goes through and turns them into puppets, and is like working them as puppets because he feels alone.
Like marionette puppets.
Yeah. But there's still 4 more seasons after that. So the fan theory is that all seasons 2 through 5 were literally him going through and everything that he did was he was controlling them as puppets.
And imagining them.
And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
What was I going to say though? We were talking about ESO. And
houses. And murals.
And games. No! I was so excited. I told you in the car on the way over here, though, but I bought the Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, yeah.
The trilogy. Insane trilogy.
Nice.
Apparently, it's supposed to be extremely fucking hard. Like, everybody that played it as kids was talking about how this is so much harder now.
Only if you suck.
Do what? Only if you suck.
I never played it as a kid, though, but my only concern is I'm afraid I'm going to get really pissed off if it's hard. Because, like, I don't have the nostalgia of, like... I played this as a kid, so I'm going to force myself to play it because, like, oh, I love it. I'm afraid I'm just like, fuck this game.
Yeah. Totally going back to Skyrim and things along that line because...
The Elder Scrolls cast.
Yeah.
This is just the... Yeah, I was just
saying, apparently
this is the Bethesda cast.
This episode is brought to you by Bethesda.
Yay!
Thank you.
The camera just moves and shows all of Bethesda's
except for the Master Chief helmet and the 2 Master Chiefs.
No, that's in Skyrim.
Yeah.
Come on, seriously, every single thing up there. Well, I have 2 World of Warcraft pint glasses, a Game of Thrones egg, and out of those 3, and the Death of the Family. Everything else is all Bethesda.
Well, except for Corvo's mask.
No, I haven't.
It's so good.
I need to.
As much as I don't like DC anymore.
Corvo's mask.
Yeah. It's Bethesda.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yay!
And then next to that is Doom, which again is Bethesda. I've got
I got into an argument about that.
What's her face's ring?
Whose ring?
What's her face's ring in Dishonored 2?
Oh, Emily.
Yeah, Emily's ring.
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
In the collector's edition for Fallout or for Dishonored 2.
So I've still got to buy the collector's edition of Doom, Dishonored, and Skyrim.
Yeah.
Because I need to have all of.
Did you?
I do.
Oh yeah, you did get the collector's edition of ESO.
Yeah, I got the collector's edition of ESO and Morrowind.
I knew you had Morrowind. I didn't remember you had an ESO.
Yep.
And then that's Pip-Boy edition.
I was gonna say, you got me the Fallout 3 collector's edition for Christmas last year.
My Fallout 3 lunchbox is missing. I don't know where it's at. Because Fallout 3 collector's edition comes in a lunchbox, an actual
it literally
tin
comes
Vault-Tec
in.
lunchbox.
Yeah.
So cool.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just...
That was one of the
I don't
first
know
collector's
where.
editions I ever bought.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I've seen it. I know you have it.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Anyway.
The collector's edition of fucking Skyrim is $300.
Damn, bro.
The statue's only $265.
I mean, who needs to pay the extra $40 for a copy of the game, right? And the book. The art book is really nice.
For only $377, I can buy the collector's edition of Morrowind. Like, Morrowind.
Oh, that is literally Morrowind and one of the books on the shelf.
Oh, do you have it?
I bought it eventually. I didn't buy it.
I knew you didn't own it back in the day, but
yeah, no, it's a art and lore book just called The Prophecies.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. So it was, but again, it was a collector's edition for a game that came out in 2002, 2001. So like, it's literally just the game and then a book with like concept art, walkthrough. It was basically like a walkthrough guide, like the Prima guides. But it was also had like lore and concept art and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all that came with the collector's edition. I don't even think that one had a soundtrack with it.
So did you guys see, since you guys are all big Destiny fans, or at least Nick is, I can't remember if everyone played Destiny.
I've played 2. I haven't really done too much more with it, though, outside of, I beat the main storyline and am level 20.
Have you seen the new Ingrams they've got?
The new ones that are guaranteed to give you an exotic unless, you use it. For some odd reason, it's doubling up people's exotics.
Yeah. The entire point of this Ingram, what's it called?
It starts
with an F.
It's like Force Ingram or something like that.
Forced Ingram. Forced Ingram. So, it literally is designed as an Ingram that gives you an exotic weapon that you do not already have. That is the point. Exotic weapon you don't already have. But it's glitching out, giving people duplicates of stuff they already have. It literally is failing at its one job.
Fantastic.
It's fucking hilarious. I'm trying to take my case off and I can't get it off.
Oh. So going back to my thought on Skyrim, though.
We will not leave Skyrim.
Yeah.
Sorry,
about
no, it's great.
the houses. Yeah. So, of course, I have
Skyrim, or are we talking ESO?
Skyrim.
Okay.
So Skyrim, of course, with the DLC, you could make your own houses and stuff. So I have a house in every place now, and then I've built all 3 houses now.
Yeah.
I like that you can customize them to a degree, but I'm also really sad that the main entryway and the main part of the house is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So regardless of what you choose on the side, the wings you can change,
right?
But everything else is the same.
That's one thing I really liked with Fallout 4 was the customization with the player housing when you're building everything. When you're building of course at Fallout 4 level you're like building fucking towns,
sure,
or taking over
which
towns.
I love that,
but yeah, basically.
Yeah, my only thing with that is there's so much to it. I don't understand how people do what I've seen online. Where, you have, gigantic vault boys that it's it all lights up, and, here's these giant fortresses people have built. When I put in, 7 turrets, and it's oh, sorry, you can't build anything else because there's not enough room.
I get frustrated with that.
I'm I feel like you guys, what they show off on the trailer, I feel like they're using like unlocked.
No, it's so basically the more it's just like any other game where it's all based on like stats. The more you do something, the more it increases the stats, and the better you get at it, the bigger and better stuff you can build. So it's one of those where it's like they've taken a lot of time and dedication. Now, granted, if it's in the trailer, that one, it's probably developers just unlocking everything and saying,
Well, there is a mod out now where you can unlock it.
Oh, really?
There's an actual mod that you can unlock.
Yeah, which I would like to do.
The only problem is as soon as you download a mod, it shuts off trophies.
True.
Yeah. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I want to go back to ground zero, but like trophies and achievements just aren't what they used to be.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Somebody stole $300,000 from Stan Lee.
For what?
Oh.
Just because he's a nice guy?
Somebody cashed a check from his account for $300,000. Like, they went through and were like, oh, I need to cash this check. And some bank gave him $300,000. How do you cash a $300,000 check and not have some form of, like...
ID, yeah. Or something along that line, like...
That's really weird.
Yeah.
But... Sorry, that's on headline news.
Another thing. So, I've been playing a game called Hand Simulator.
Yeah, so I wanted to hear about this.
So, basically, the way it works is... you have A, S, D, F, and spacebar.
Oh, okay.
That controls your
one of those
fingers.
Type.
And then your mouse controls like forward, backwards, and then the wheel like down goes up, wheel up goes down. Does that make sense?
So kind of Surgeon Simulator-ish.
Literally exactly like Surgeon Simulator, but it's a multiplayer game where it's like, okay, all of us are sitting in this table and we all have guns in front of us. Go. So you have to like, okay, here's the magazine. I'm gonna push the magazine in. Click. Okay. I'm gonna pick up the gun and poof, it goes off, and I drop the gun because apparently you drop guns whenever you fire them. So like, but like it's the dumbest stuff. Like it got to the point where it was me and Corey and Skylar playing. It took me. We were doing the Afghanistan map, which we're each on like standing behind something. We've got an AKM in 3 magazines. I dropped 2 of the magazines, so obviously it's Surgeon Simulator. Once it's dropped, you
can't get it.
SOL. I finally got the last remaining magazine loaded into the AKM. Took me about 6 minutes. Went to pick it up and accidentally flipped the magazine eject, and it just shot the magazine. And I was like, well, I'm done. I'm just going to watch Corey and Skylar. And Corey and Skylar kept going. Corey couldn't figure out how to load the magazine. Skylar kept turning the safety on, so he couldn't shoot. Long story short, we got 40 minutes in. Skylar finally got the magazine loaded and finally found out how to cock it. And then he also realized it was on full auto, and that thing is a bitch to try to attempt to hold still while you're firing at full auto. But he did eventually accidentally kill Corey. And then when he tried to kill me, he could only get it to go like this, and then like, and it was going like way out and not hitting anywhere near close to anybody, and we just finally gave up. But it just, oh my god. The game's $1.34. Corey bought it for me, and I still want my refund. Like it's ridiculous.
I Am Bread's on sale since you love Simulator.
Okay, I Am Bread is pretty hilarious though.
It's the same fucking thing, except trying to load a gun. It is,
but it's not as difficult. This seems like a game that in VR would be amazing, which it is VR compatible. But everybody's like, no, don't play it in VR. It's much better on like not VR. I call bullshit. Mm-hmm. I've never played this game on VR, and I guarantee it's going to be better on VR. It's
supposed to be comically bad, though. That's the point of the game.
Oh my god, dude!
Like the controls.
So
it's supposed to be like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it's fun to pay a company $1.50 for them to just punch you in the nuts for 2.5 hours. I was like, guys, I can be playing other much better games.
It usually costs more people to touch your nuts.
Yeah, but I mean, Can't get that through Steam.
Touch and punch.
Wow.
I mean, are kind of
Depends on what you're into, man.
Fair enough, but nah.
But
Yeah, I'm not into that.
yeah, no, it's an interesting game. It's a very interesting game. It got to one point where like it was me and Corey in the showdown thing, and I finally get my gun loaded. And like it gets to the point where like I'm trying to aim at him, and like I'm just doing this, and then fire, and he's like, "Nope, you missed." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "A little more to your left." I was like, "Okay." And I'm shooting. He's sitting about where Shannon is, and he's like, "Oh, okay, go a little more to your left. Oh, a little more to your left. Fire. Oh, a little more to your left. Fire. Oh, a little more to your left. A little more to your left. Click, click. I'm out of bullets. Like, I'm done. I just dropped the gun and I just went, yeah, pacifism. I win by being a pacifist. Because everybody else was already out of bullets or dropped their guns or whatever. Like, it's just, I don't know. Surgeon Simulator at least has like a point to it and seems fun and stuff like that. This is also a stupid, like, this is the dumbest fucking game I've ever seen. Like, Corey had a game started and was like, I named it this, come play. I was like, okay. So I go on multiplayer and I click join a server and I type in the thing he says type in, and I hit enter and it does nothing. I'm like, oh, okay. So I click down at the bottom, go, and then it takes me and puts me in a match with some other random guy, and it's a showdown, and it goes, go! And he goes, and I'm like, okay, I'm dead. Corey, where were you at? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I've been sitting here waiting on you. I was like, okay, fine. So, go in, hit multiplayer, join a room, type it in, hit go, and it takes me to another random match. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Come to find out, you have to uncheck random, or else whenever you type anything in, it'll ignore that and take you to a random lobby. I was like, oh, okay, fine. So, uncheck random, type in the thing, hit enter. I forgot. Apparently, enter just goes down to another line to continue typing and does nothing. So, like, when you do that,
it checks random?
But it goes down to another line that doesn't exist, so it's searching for rooms that don't exist, because instead of looking for Nick and Corey, it's looking for Nick and Corey, enter.
Space, yeah.
So it's not finding it. So then I have to back out, do everything all over again. Multiplayer, Nick and Corey, go. I'm in there. I'm sitting here, I got a box in front of me with an AKM, 3 magazines. Corey is squatting in the middle of the room facing that way, and he's like, Nick, where are you at? I was like, I'm staring at the back of your head. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm looking at you right now. It's like, you're not in my, I mean, I'm not seeing you. I was like, right, I'm seeing you right now. You're facing away from me. He's like, well, how do I turn around? I was like, I don't know. There's some thing, you hold F1 and it brings up the list of controls. It says hit tab to work your legs. I was like, okay. So he goes and hits tab. He's spamming tab. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. So I'm like, I don't know, man. You got to find some way to turn around. So he's like, I can't turn around. I move my head as much as I can. I can't turn around. I can't see you. I'm like, okay, fine. Back out of this. Let's try it again. We try it again. Again, the exact same thing. I'm in this spot. He's in this spot, staring off into whatever the fuck's over here. And we can't figure out what the fuck's going on. He's like, man, this is so weird. I'm sitting at a fucking table and I'm looking at like a 1911 right now and I can't see you. And I'm like, I'm out in the middle of a fucking street looking at an AK-47. He's like, oh, that's because you didn't check the right thing. So put me in the right lobby, but my stuff loads separate from his stuff. Therefore, you have to hit multiplayer, then select the room that the person is in.
Oh my God.
Then go into join a room, then type in the room, unselect random, then click OK.
This whole thing
to join in the same match.
I would never play this game.
And I was like,
up by now.
Corey, can I just go back to playing ESO? He's like, no, this game's so fun, man. I was like, Corey, please. But yeah, no, it's an interesting game.
I'm getting a headache just listening to this.
Yeah.
Let alone fucking like imagining trying to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would have been done.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised you lasted that long.
Yeah, once I got into the right game.
Oh no, it went probably about another 2 hours after that.
Fuck
that. Before I rage quit.
Sorry, I guess my internet went out.
Whoops, Comcast.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That happened the other night.
Yeah. That's what it is. Whoops, Comcast. Sorry, can't play anymore. Bye.
Ironically enough, the day that net neutrality died.
Oh.
I'm kidding. There's no Twilight Zone. It was on purpose. No conspiracy. It's all out in the open.
Yeah.
But what are you doing?
Shane got me wanting to play Fallout Shelter.
God, I haven't touched Fallout Shelter since. Actually, you know what? I bought my phone specifically so I could play Pokemon Go and Fallout Shelter. I played Pokemon Go.
Your phone?
Yeah.
You bought your phone just so you could play those games?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
because that was a Windows phone. I had a Windows phone and they didn't have access to that. Yeah. No, best fucking phone I've ever owned. It just doesn't have any apps.
But goddamn, did it load that calculator good?
No, like the Xbox integration is fucking amazing.
Is it?
Oh,
I will give you that. That actually
amazing.
would be, I'm sure.
Don't get me wrong, the Xbox app on Android, that's alright, but
I'll give you that.
But anyway, no, anything else anybody wants to talk about?
No, not
We're
really.
an hour and 7 minutes.
Not really that I can think of.
Call it a short episode.
I mean, our episodes are supposed to be about an hour.
Yeah, I know.
So it's terrible when you're saying call an hour and 7 minutes short. But, yeah.
So I'm kind of out of stuff to talk about. I hate to say.
ESO!
Yeah, let's go ahead and end this so we can all jump on ESO. What's up, Shane?
I picked up Mario Kart 8 for the Switch.
It's so much fun!
There's a lot of battle modes.
I'm so terrible at battle, though.
It's fun. You gotta play some of the different ones. The
I
Shine Thief one
I want to
is
play
super intense.
I want to play some battle. I used to be really good at it. But
I haven't played it yet, but the night that we were at Bar Louie, I picked up Rocket League. I got it installed.
I'll play with you.
Yeah. I'm terrible.
I suck at that one too. Yay!
Huh?
I suck at.
That game is so much better with the real controller.
Oh, yeah. I've got a Pro Controller upstairs.
I know, I have one too. It just
So
I
much.
get to carry it.
Pro Controller's not that bad.
I just want to carry just the case.
Well, yeah. Well, get the messenger bag.
Is that a fanny pack?
No.
No, it's a messenger bag. Like it's basically like, I mean, you've seen my Destiny 2 bag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like that, but for the Switch. It carries the Switch, the dock, all the cables you need, Pro Controller, up to, I think, 8 Joy-Cons, and then it's got a case in it for games. I mean, a messenger bag is obviously going to be taking up more room than a case, but...
Nah.
But anyway, alright, I think we're going to call the episode there so we can all play ESO. So, till next time, I'm Nick.
Joe.
Drake.
Shannon!
And see y'all later, bye.